This is the OMAS Bologna in Pearl Blue. It takes about 3 rotations to get the cap off, which I'm not a huge fan of screw-on caps, as most of you know that have watched any of my videos. But it does hide a nice 14 karat gold nib. This particular pen has a resin body. It's about the weight that you'd expect from an OMAS fountain pen. There are some others that I've reviewed recently, like the Malord right here with the rose gold trim, and the certified, which is feather light. You can barely even feel it. This is more of a standard weight, and probably due to the metal body. The weight is carried mostly in the section, so it's very well balanced. Even when you post the pen, it doesn't feel exceptionally heavy as compared to the other ones. One thing that I don't like about this pen is the threads are awful low on the section, so where I grip the pen tends to be right where the threads are, which does get uncomfortable for longer writing periods. There is a black raised sort of pyramid on the cap. I don't know if you can see that. Surrounded by some palladium plated metal that's actually really nice, a nice little addition. It's a very plain pin clip, very functional, but not a lot there. No roller wheel or anything like the Malord has that to get in and out of pockets. But I think the finish itself doesn't show up on camera quite as well as it did in the photos that are on my website, where you can see, when I rotate it, you can see there's this kind of pearlized iridescent finish. The only thing that was odd about this is it doesn't line up very well. You can see from the blind cap here there's this light spot. It doesn't really line up with the rest of the iridescence on the body, and then when you do screw on the cap, that light streak doesn't continue on all the way through. Even when you unscrew and rescrew and try to rethread it to make it light up, it doesn't. So I thought that was kind of interesting since they're hand assembled. The medium nib that's 14 karat does write like a true medium. So if you're expecting a medium line width, that's what you're going to get with this pen. And the blind cap here in the back, one thing I wanted to point out is tapered. You can see it kind of goes from a generous width of a body down to a tapered cap. Unless you shove this cap on, it does tend to chatter as you write, because that tapering is where it's trying to grip in order to stay posted. So you'll just want to keep that in mind. You have to kind of shove it down a little bit harder than normal to make sure that it posts well, but it doesn't have any problems posting to write. It's very well balanced. The cap's only 8 grams. It's super lightweight, so you don't have to worry about that being an issue. 8 millimeters at the grip point here, 11 at the cap band. The nib is available in extra fine, fine, medium, and broad, so they have a little bit for everyone, a little bit of different line widths for everyone that's interested in this pen. If you'd like to see a writing sample of this pen, you can check out my website at bestfountainpen.com. And there's also a bunch of very clear, better pictures of this finish that's just not showing up in today's lighting. Thanks.